133. Kyle Burwick, who has a 10-10 record, but here is one of the seniors we're talking about, the 12-1 senior in Austin Desanto.
Austin Desanto. Talk about a guy that comes forward, gets those bonus points. You know, that was a good win for Wisconsin, but they wanted bonus points. And so they only got a regular decision there. Now Desanto comes out here against a game Burwick, but he's always stepping forward, always scoring matches. He's had so many matches of scoring 20 or more points in his career. It's been the kind of the hallmark of Desanto. In on that single leg, comes up, looks across, crack down, and gets the 2 points.
And 2 points already for Austin Desanto. Desanto coming off of a loss at the hands of RBY last week, something that wasn't to the liking of head coach of Iowa, Tom Brands.
Watch that singlet, watch that. Keep that clean.
This is a place where Desanto has continued to get better since he transferred from Drexel. He's been in this lineup of Iowa, gets better every year. And that's because he has improved in the top position markedly.
Austin Desanto ranked number 3 in the country, the All-American, who is looking to capture an NCAA championship this year.
Still you, Green. 1 red, neutral.
And Burwick gets out. A point for Burwick as he cuts into the Desanto lead. Kyle Burwick, a redshirt sophomore from Hettinger, North Dakota, coming off of a win over Maryland's King Sandoval by 5-0 decision. 2 more points for Austin Desanto.
Yeah, it was a nice single leg, came across, cut across for the double. 2 more. Desanto putting the pressure on him. Probably going to let him up here again, get after it on his feet.
Well, Austin Desanto wrestles with a lot of emotion. He's an emotionally charged and has high energy, high pace, and he likes to really exude that and implore that on his opponents. 4-1 the lead for Austin Desanto.
Desanto looking over to the corner saying, hey,
wait for me.
alternative start.
Bottom man said he's
I want to go on my feet. They're nodded their approval.
1 red,
just over a minute to go here in our first period. Austin Desanto, one of the seniors being honored here in Iowa.
Nice job of misdirection there. Starts over on that tricep, looking like he's going to go for that near arm far leg. He drops down to the right leg of Burwick and comes around for another 2.
And Austin Desanto 6-1. 6-2 he leads over Kyle Burwick.
You see the strategy here. I mean, Coach Brand's looking for the bonus right here and not fooling around.
30 seconds.
Well, you could just tell that he's taking and following suit. Beautiful mat return there by Austin Desanto. That might make Shane Sparks' top mat returns of the week. Desanto has been absolutely dominant here in the first period.
Got the boots in, stretching out Burwick. 3 takedowns. Really hard ride on top. This is what you want.
And Austin Desanto, his parents, his father Tony and mom Deborah watching on. They like what they are seeing out of their son. And the number 3 ranked Austin Desanto. And I like the t-shirt there from his mom Deborah. Look at that. How do we get our hands in one of those t-shirts, Tim? That's stylish.
Bottom man set, he's going to get.
And isn't that so emblematic? Half of his face was like a Terminator face. That's pretty much his personality on the mat.
1 red, neutral.
And Desanto again gives the 1 point, continually forcing his will on Burwick, moving forward. Desanto has a great movement to both sides of the body. He's been showing it. The outside sweep, the dump to Burwick's right leg, and has hit 2 left-handed high crotches. He is putting on a show here in his last time in Carver Hawkeye.
A 3-time All-American. He placed 3rd at the NCAA championships last year, but he's looking to take that next step. I think it's so interesting that he defeated Spencer Lee, his teammate, in the finals of the 126-pound Pennsylvania High School State Championships back in 2017. So. And Spencer Lee watching on, cheering on his teammate. And Austin Desanto
driving through 2 more points. for Desanto. Looking for that bonus point win out in front 10-4 now with a minute left in the second period.
Well, he has a 12-1 record this season, 8 tech falls, and he's looking for those bonus points and really looking to end his Iowa Hawkeye home career with an exclamation mark. Burwick gets a point on the board, 10-5. But Desanto clearly on top, and now 2 more points for Austin Desanto. 12-5 for the redshirt senior.
Still you, Green.
Desanto's so strong.
1 red neutral.
He gives himself so many opportunities. That's why he's successful. Even if he doesn't score, he's got the pace going.
And 2 more points. Austin Desanto having a commanding 14-6 lead as we end the second period. And Tom Brands, the head coach of Iowa in his 16th season, enjoying what he's watching out of Desanto. And you saw that documentary on the Brands brothers last week following Penn State and Iowa. What a remarkable job by the Big Ten Network to give you an idea of the Brands brothers. The gold medalist Tom Brands, head coach of Iowa, his assistant coach, his brother Terry, the Olympic bronze medalist back in 2000.
This is just classic pursuit of Austin Desanto. As I was saying, even if he doesn't score the first time, he continues until he does. Burwick's fighting, but he's just outmatched right now here in the center of Carver Hawkeye Arena.
18-7 riding time has been secured. Desanto looking for that tech fall. And that would be 5 points going to the way of the Iowa Hawkeyes as Wisconsin on top early 3-0 compliments of a decision win for Eric Barnett over Jesse Ibarra at 125. And 2 more points for Austin Desanto. That is a 13-point lead. 1 more, and that'll do it for Kyle Burwick and Austin Desanto.
Desanto has to feel, I mean, you got to feel like you're in a vice grip. His left hand is his attack hand, but it's his right hand that feels like a vice grip on the inside tie. It's just so heavy it gets guys out of position. He has been putting Burwick out of position the whole time, snapping the head down, getting the 2, putting the exclamation mark on this soon-to-be tech fall.
Well, look at this crowd. They're urging Austin Desanto on. They want him to get that tech fall. No doubt about it. What energy here inside Carver Hawkeye Arena for a second straight week. Now we got blood, I believe, on Austin Desanto on the bridge of his nose. That won't deter him from going out in these last 28 seconds to try to surge and get that tech fall. So he's ahead by 13. Riding time has been secured. So 1 more score for Austin Desanto, and he's got the tech fall.
Everybody in Carver Hawkeye knows exactly what needs to be done.
And look at Tom Brands talking with the referee already. Look at that. Tom Brands certainly fiery as head coach of the Iowa Hawkeyes, as we saw in the Brands brothers documentary here on the Big Ten Network. Now they clean up the blood there. 28 seconds to go. Austin Desanto looking for his 9th tech fall of the season. He's 12-1 this year.
Nice job of clearing that left hand driving through right here. And gets the 2 points. And ends his career in Carver Hawkeye in incredible fashion to the joy of his parents.
Yes, much to the delight of Ray and Tony and Deborah. State by a 6-4 in sudden victory as he matches up against Joseph Zargo, the freshman out of South River, New Jersey. 11-7 is his record. He's coming off a win over Danny Bertoni of Maryland, 6-4 last weekend.
Eierman, of course, the 4-time All-American, 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Only 1 spot left, and the first 3 All-Americans were at Missouri with Coach Brian Smith, and now donning the Hawkeye uniform, runner-up last year to Lee after winning the Big Ten championship. He's got great anticipation and instincts. He's a gunslinger, Eierman is.
Jaydin Eierman. He is really looking at, especially in bounce back mode after falling short to Nick Lee of Penn State. And him and Nick Lee, what a rivalry they have had, and likely they will match up in the Big Ten tournament that we are looking forward to bringing you in Lincoln, Nebraska.
141, what a great weight class, and it's senior laden. It's going to be a whole bunch of new people, and so there's a lot of next year and this year. And you got, Chad Redd at 141, and Stevan Micic, Dylan Duncan, and it goes on and on. And
Sebastian Rivera as well.
Sebastian Rivera, who might be the number 1 seed. Rivera and Eierman and Lee. It's an elite weight class in the Big Ten.
Guess what? You will be entertained when you watch the Big Ten tournament, especially at 141, with how deep it is. Big Ten wrestling, the best wrestling in the country, bar none. As you see Jaydin Eierman looking to get into his offense. One thing, though, that Tom Brands is hoping to see more out of Eierman, and this has been a theme this season, is he wants him to get more into his offensive attacks. He has a very good record, an excellent record of 12-1, but I think that Brands wants him to be a little more offensive and get into his attacks earlier.
Shot from afar right there.
Under a minute to go here in our first period. Joseph Zargo holds 2 wins over Purdue's Parker Filius.
No, I agree with you, Ray. Eierman needs to open up his offense and look for leg attacks in matches like this against Joe Zargo. There he goes. Eierman in on that single. Started with a double. And off the single, comes on, puts the leg in immediately, and he's so dangerous on top.
And now he's getting into his offense. I love how Tom Brand says he has a funky style about him. Certainly a unique personality is Jaydin Eierman. We saw him warming up in the tunnel moments ago. He's got the boots in. And that'll end the first period. Jaydin Eierman's mom, Heather, watching as she's cheering on her son. And likely that'll bring a smile to her face with moments like this.
Drives through the double leg, cuts off to the single leg, gets the leg in, and gets the 2. Mom's reaction, she loves it.
Tim, you've been around many senior days, but what kind of emotions, how extra special is this for these Iowa Hawkeyes to be wrestling for the final time at Carver Hawkeye Arena?
I think it's special for all seniors in all programs, but like Coach Brand said, this group brought a culture, brought character, brought charisma. I think you add the word chemistry, and when you've got chemistry like these Hawkeyes, 2 more points for Eierman, sticks in that leg fast, goes right back to where his strength. But when you have the chemistry that this group has, it's also more emotional. They're friends. They do everything together. They're focused on what they did last year, bringing the national title back to Iowa City, what they want to repeat this year. Coaches can do a lot in building a culture, but it's got to be in the DNA of the wrestlers, the character, the charisma, the chemistry. And so that's what it's special for the Hawkeyes. We're here in Carver Hawkeye. It's their senior day today, and it's a real special group.
Well, it took Eierman a little while to get into his offense, but now he is in total control against Joseph Zargo, the freshman, as he is looking to an escape there. 5-1 is the lead for Jaydin Eierman.
When Eierman gets in on his offense like he is right now, he can find pins and near falls. He creates positions. He transitions well. He just needs more chances, and that's what he can give. A nice job by Zargo, keeping good athletic position. That was the key for Zargo there. Squared up, dropped down on the legs and got the 2.
The 2-time Fargo All-American in high school, Joseph Zargo, has cut into this Jaydin Eierman lead 6-3.
Eierman driving back through, going to get the 2 points here, and he does. 2 more points for Eierman.
8-3 now for Eierman.
Yeah, so often Eierman's funk comes out in adversity, his reaction to things like what just happened there.
1,002.
And that'll end the second period. You pointed out about the funk of Eierman. He was down earlier in the season by an 11-2 deficit to number 7 ranked Dresden Simon of Central Michigan. He came back and won that match 13-12. So it's almost like he likes to put himself in precarious positions because it makes him wrestle better.
Well, he's certainly not uncomfortable in putting himself in wrestling positions, going from position to position. He's always thinking, what's next? Where am I? What can I do from here? It's really a mark of an elite wrestler.
Into the third period, Iowa leading Wisconsin 5-3. And Eierman on top of Zargo 8-4. Zargo, the freshman from South River, New Jersey, went to Bergen Catholic High School.
Do it in the center.
As Zargo looking to attack here on Eierman. Jaydin Eierman's focus is to reign atop and capture a national championship at 141. He lost to Nick Lee in overtime. Looking for retribution. He is the defending Big Ten champion here at 141.
Do it in the center, fellas.
Aiming to make it 2 straight Big Ten championships and also add an NCAA championship to his long list of accomplishments. Iowa's won 40 of the last 41 dual meetings against the Wisconsin Badgers. It has been pure dominance from the Hawkeyes over the Badgers.
Action in the center.
Under a minute left here in the third period.
There, a snap on the head, comes around. Does not get the 2 points yet. He's got that angle, and he gets the 2 points right on the edge. Knows right where he is. Jaydin Eierman gets the 2 points.
And here is his mother, Heather. She wants the 2. Look at that. She's like, come on, that's 2. Very smart is Heather, the mother of Jaydin Eierman. Eierman now looking for bonus points. At this point, you're looking for a major decision, 10-4. And again, Tim, the match within the match, as you eloquently point out.
And in the Big Ten, you got to win 2 to 3 times in any match. And so right now, Eierman looking to get on his offense. When he does, it allows for creativity. When he gets on his offense, it allows for his incredible creativity. Wrestling through the position, next to next to next. Every move comes from the creation and his anticipation. But like you were mentioning, it took him just a little while, but when he gets in his offense, special things happen.
No question about it.
One red neutral.
And final moments, Jaydin Eierman, who is going to get a decision to win. Oh no, 2 points. Wow. He got a major decision there as the horn sounded. Jaydin Eierman with a major decision. Joseph Zargo, much to the delight of his mother, Heather. But what a way for him to get bonus points as time elapsed. Carver Hawkeye Arena, and this is what they came for. Alex Marinelli against the upstart freshman, Dean Hamiti. Tim, does it get any better than this?
Great opportunity for both wrestlers. Of course, Alex Marinelli to finish his career at Carver Hawkeye, to become the 11th member under Tom Brand's tutelage, to become to win 25 dual meet matches. Only 10 of Tom Brand's have won 25 matches. Marinelli's 24-1. And 4, Hamiti, what an opportunity. He's stepping up now. It's the Big Ten.
And right away, Marinelli looking to get into his offense quickly. 2 points for Marinelli.
Marinelli posted, got that single leg, got the takedown. Vintage, the Bull.
Speaking of vintage, the Bull, we saw that last Friday when he defeated Penn State's Brady Berge by a 10-2 major decision. That was a very emotional win for Alex Marinelli, and he brings that into today's senior day. Dean Hamiti, the undefeated freshman from Joliet. He is 17-0, 6 pins, 5 major decisions, and 4 tech falls this season.
Action in the center.
It is a question of youth against experience here in this matchup.
Hamiti not afraid to mix it up. The more he mixes it up, the more opportunity he gets to create. He's got a body that allows him to work those legs, cradles. He's got an arsenal, a great toolbox.
Well, for Alex Marinelli, he has certainly been one of the leaders of this Iowa Hawkeye senior laden team.
Yeah, over the years, this has been a great weight class for Wisconsin. You know, Evan Wick, one of the rivals of Alex Marinelli, and Hamity's just the next man up for 165 for Wisconsin. A lot of great wrestlers at that weight class, and this is a good one in the Big Ten as well.
Well, Hamiti, a three-time Illinois State High School champion at Joliet Catholic Academy. And really making waves being a freshman. Also another freshman making waves at 165, Carson Hartzell of Ohio State. And incidentally, that happens to be the only defeat of Alex Marinelli's campaign here in the 2022 season.
The stall warning against Hamiti. Hamiti needs to create a lot of exchanges himself. He needs to step in. Even if it gets taken down a couple of times, trying to create.
2-1 the lead for Alex Marinelli, ranked number 5 in the country. He was the number 1 seed at the NCAA championships last season.
Keep working his
Lost in the
score.
quarterfinals and had a medical forfeit from the tournament. A 4-time Ohio State champion in high school and St. Paris Graham. Everywhere Alex Marinelli has gone, he's won.
Marinelli loves to advance forcefully, get your hands on you, stay in the phone booth. And if they stay in the phone booth, advantage Marinelli.
Final moments of our first period between number 5, Alex Marinelli, and number 16, Hamiti. And there's the lovely wife of Alex Marinelli, Mariah Marinelli.
The director of ops, junior high sweethearts, grew up together. Of course, these guys have seen a lot in life that people haven't. The tragic story and death of Mariah's twin brother, Eli, a wrestler for Wisconsin, Alex's best friend, and together they have walked through with their family and their faith. It's been difficult. And so when it comes to wrestling, there's been a lot of things that are harder for Alex Marinelli than a wrestling match. Drops in on the single leg, comes up to his feet, the dump. Really nice job of lowering the level and moving his feet and getting the 2 points.
4-2 the lead for Alex Marinelli. Dean Hamiti, the freshman, undefeated this season. Marinelli looking to hand him the first loss of his campaign, and now a big mat returner. Marinelli was looking for a mat return. Nice job by Hamiti, though.
Yeah, Hamiti's never been in this situation like this, though. In front of a crowd like this with a great hand fighter. Drop into the single. Now watch as Alex Marinelli comes up to his feet and now just moves his feet and lowers his level. Drops down.
That is a veteran-like move, and such mat awareness being displayed by the 3-time All-American and the 3-time defending Big Ten champion.
That right there showed wrestling's more about physics than it is about, strength, because right there he just had the leg secured and then just lowered his level and moved his feet. Took the leg away from Hamiti. He had nowhere to go but down.
And Hamiti's not going away anytime soon, though, but Alex Marinelli, there's a reason why they call him the Bull, and I think his nickname is so emblematic of what his wrestling is on the mat. 4-3 the lead for Alex Marinelli here in the final time that he will wrestle at Carver Hawkeye Arena with his wife, Mariah, the director of operations, looking on an emotional day for the Marinelli family.
I'm really impressed with Hamiti and the movement. He has really good movement, but Marinelli is doing a great job of not biting too hard on those movements.
And you think Mariah likes what she's seeing out of her husband? Yep, she says that too. Give it to him. Absolutely. 4-3 as we enter the third period. Alex Marinelli on top of the undefeated Dean Hamiti, the freshman. Iowa leading the duel 12-6 here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. 2 points for Alex Marinelli to increase his lead.
Just a little bit of a lapse, careless there by Hamiti, and Alex Marinelli gets the 2. Green still in control.
Still you, Green.
Still Marinelli in control after the reversal.
Still you,
Marinelli
Green.
looking to keep getting into his offense here.
Well, he's up and building up that riding time.
Still Green.
Now the riding time going over a minute.
1,001. Nope. Still green.
Scramble here. Alex Marinelli looking to capture his 16th win of the season, his 15-1 this season. And now 2 points there by Dean Hamiti. So now it's 6-5.
Nice job, and Hamiti very good on top, very dangerous on top.
A close match here for Alex Marinelli, and now he gets a point with the escape as he increases his lead to 7-5.
Measuring the shots now of Hamiti. Out 7-5. He's got a riding time advantage, but you can't wrestle the clock. Alex Marinelli right now does not want to shut it down. He does not want to wrestle the clock.
And he also has the advantage in riding time at 1:12. Scramble here.
No control.
Marinelli in front, 7-5.
No control.
Marinelli looking to hold on here against Dean Hamiti.
What a way to finish your career. Joining that quarter-century club, 25 dual meet wins and a crowd that loves him.
What a send-off for Alex the Bull Marinelli in his final time here at Carver Hawkeye Arena with his wife Mariah in the Iowa Hawkeye lineup for the past several years.
Well, like I said, he was the catalyst to bring the Pennsylvania Hawkeyes out of the state, and he was the first one. And then followed by Lee and Desanto and Murin and Young. Trendsetter, a guy that brings a lot of character, and between Marinelli and Kemerer, a chemistry that's been special for the Hawkeyes. I was really impressed with Marinelli's poise there, but I was also very impressed with Hamiti. That kid doesn't stop. He's never out of it, and he's got a great future for the Badgers. Nice win by Marinelli, and now Kemerer fired up to get his final win here at Carver Hawkeye.
Well, Kemerer came into Carver Hawkeye Arena wearing a bull hat as a tribute to his teammate in Alex Marinelli. Kemerer coming off of a loss to Carter Starachi by a 2-1 decision last Friday night, a 4-time All-American. He became Iowa's 22nd 4-time All-American in program history. The runner-up at the NCAA championships last season, Big Ten champion last year.
Nice job right there. He snapped ahead, dropped in, cracked that McNally down, cut across for the takedown.
2 points for Michael Kemerer as he's on top of Andrew McNally. 2-0. Michael Kemerer ranked number 2 in the country. Andrew McNally, a transfer from Kent State, an NCAA qualifier in 2020 here at 174. Also spent some time at Eastern Michigan as well. He was an Ohio State high school champion back in 2015, was Andrew McNally. But right now he's got Michael Kemerer on his back, building up the riding time.
Kemerer's always had a grinding style. He attacks from everywhere, and he's tough everywhere. Gets the pressure on you.
Kemerer looking to capture a national championship. He's placed second, third, and fourth at the NCAA championships. It's an NCAA champion, which has eluded him in his career. He's hoping to make that become a reality this year in Detroit.
Nice, clear, recover.
2-1 lead for Kemerer. Under a minute to go here in our first period.
Example of how Kemerer contests everything with his defense.
Work through that.
Left hand busy. You control time. 30.
What an emotional day here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa leading Wisconsin 15-6. It is senior day here in Iowa. Iowa has won 40 of the past 41 meetings against the Wisconsin Badgers, but the Badgers certainly came to fight and battle here tonight. They did not come to roll over.
Fingers.
I don't think they got the memo that it was senior day, Tim. 5 moments, and that's the end of the first period. Let's go back. The first match for Michael Kemerer here at Culver Hawkeye Arena.
157 pounds. He made an impression and got the big win and the fall 4 or 5 years ago.
And there are Michael Kemerer's parents, his father Ray, his mother Beth, looking on, supporting Michael Kemerer, their son, who has had a decorated collegiate career as a member of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
1002.
And Kemerer draped on the back of Andrew McNally.
Kemerer does a great job, whether it's in a neutral position or on top, of making his opponent carry his weight. His hips are amazing. Whether it's on defense or on top, so much pressure put on his opponent.
Kemerer's sisters also behind his parents, Ray and Beth. It is a family affair here to support on their brother and their son in Michael Kemerer. And Kemerer with riding time at nearly 2 minutes now.
Keep working to score.
I love the t-shirt. Grandpa Mike is packed. I think that's so emblematic because Michael Kemerer's been within the Iowa program for 7 years.
This is his 7th year. They call him Grandpa Kemerer, and so he embraces the opportunity to mentor and be the old man on the team.
Well, certainly not at 100%. You see he has that shoulder sling or that brace there, but now he's on top 2-1 and riding time at over 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
And 3-1 with that stall call. That was the second one on McNally, and that's a point.
So 3-1.
Keep that
Michael
legal.
Kemerer in front of Andrew McNally here at Culver Hawkeye Arena with his parents watching very closely as Kemerer looking to follow that of his teammate Alex Marinelli and get a win here at Carver.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005.
And that'll end the second period. Michael Kemerer on top 3-1 with riding time at nearly 3 minutes.
That was a warning, the drop-down rule, but Kemerer will take that at the end of the period. It's a warning, no point, but the next one would be. But Kemerer, he's so good everywhere, and you bring up a point, you know, is he 100% healthy? Well, you know, you wouldn't be wearing the brace if you were, probably, so he has to recreate himself. He has to be real patient. He's not who he used to be, and it doesn't mean he's any less. He just has to wrestle differently. And he's so good everywhere that he doesn't have to shoot as much as he used to. He might not want to go under you, but boy, he showed last week, not only are hips amazing, but he can scramble.
Well, you pointed out about the mat IQ of Alex Marinelli. I think the same can be said for Michael Kemerer, that yes, can he do the things physically that he did when he was younger? Probably not, but he's so much smarter on the mat. And 2 points for Kemerer here. 6-1 lead over Andrew McNally.
There's the cradle's locked up. He had that head tight. The cradle's locked up, looking for the points. He's got at least 4. Can he get the hips over the head and settle in and get the back flat? Gonna be close, really tight.
It's a bad spot for McNally.
Would this be something in Carver Hawkeye for Grandpa Mike?
This place, the roof would pop off Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Nice job by McNally of coming out of that very tight cradle.
So now it is a 10-1 lead for Michael Kemerer over Andrew McNally. And you wonder at this point if he's looking for a tack fall with 34 seconds to go.
Well, that would be a big hill to climb, but to come out of that with that cradle and 10-1, what a dominant performance here by Michael Kemerer against a game Andrew McNally.
1001, 1002, 1003.
Could you think of a better performance to end your Iowa Hawkeye career here at home in front of the hometown fans?
Stalemate.
Now they will go back to the center. The final 22 seconds for Michael Kemerer on the mat as a member of the Iowa Hawkeyes here at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Bottom man set, cover.
all match long. Kemerer has been keeping the pressure
One red neutral.
on McNally, and it's a 10-2 with riding time. It's going to be a major decision. And the crowd appreciates it.
Michael Kemerer improves to 6-1. What a fitting end to his career here at Carver Hawkeye Arena with his parents and sisters looking on. Michael Kemerer, thank you for the memories here as a member of the Iowa Hawkeyes. A major decision win. The three-time All-American matching up against the upstart freshman from Wisconsin, Braxton Amos.
Yeah, and Jacob Warner, of course, a senior academically, but has another year of eligibility, and he's one of the top 197-pounders. That was quite a match against Penn State. Braxton Amos, that next generation of 197-pounders, it's been a tough row to hoe. He has some really good wins, but, you know, it's the Big Ten. He's a freshman. Tremendous accomplishments internationally for Braxton Amos, and great, one of the top recruits for Chris Bono.
Well, you talked about Braxton Amos. He captured the Junior World Championship gold medal in freestyle at 97 kilos in Russia back last year. Also a tremendous football player in high school. First team All-State. Coming to us from Mineral Wells, West Virginia. He is 14-5 this season, a team best, 6 technical flaws, and a major decision. In half of his wins, Tim, he's put up double-digit points, so he likes to score early and often.
Well, we saw a glimpse of the feature on Braxton Amos in the intermission. He's from a small town. I'm a small town guy, and so, you know, there's a matter of pride, but what he was saying is there's always a place in wrestling, especially with the clubs today, and I would tell you that the freshmen are more ready. Yet it's still different. They're more ready these days. There's more opportunities to grow. There's so much on the internet to see, and you can just get so much technique, and you can go places and get good competition. But it's still different. The weight room. It's, you know, there's a different pace of the matches, so there's a lot to learn. As Hamiti saw against Marinelli there, it's still different. And that's why you keep growing. If you're going to get better, you have to keep getting better.
Oh, I completely agree with you. And you know what? Amos, he's a 2-time West Virginia state champion. Meantime, for Jacob Warner, 11-2 this season. He lost to Max Dean of Penn State by an 8-3 decision. So his only losses coming at the hands of Iowa State's younger Bastida and also Penn State's Max Dean. Placed 4th at the NCAA championships last season and had a third place finish at the Big Ten championships as he bested Northwestern's Lucas Davison. He's a 3-time Illinois State champion in high school out of Tolono, Illinois. Went to Washington Community High School. Didn't allow any points to be scored against him in his senior year, so he shut out everybody.
Jacob Warner is one of those guys. I mean, he knows what it means to come back. He's gotten beat early in the NCAAs earlier than he wants to, and then he comes back. And it's you know, when you come back on the backside, there's only 20 that don't come back on the backside, and then out of 333 wrestlers at the NCAAs. So it's, you know, you got to show up. If things don't go your way early, you still have to be in it. You got to be ice cold. Jacob Warner has shown that kind of resiliency.
And here's Jacob Warner's dad, Sean, watching on. His son, the 3-time All-American. Hey, don't forget to follow us on social media at B1G Wrestling on Instagram. We are over 50,000 followers. Great content that we give you, a lot of it from Shane Sparks, the electric personality here on the Big Ten Network. No score as we start the second period between Jacob Warner, ranked number 4 in the country, and Braxton Amos. And right now, he's trying to build up some of that riding time.
Hey, worry about that later. Get to your feet.
Braxton Amos, one of his losses coming at the hands of Eric Schultz of Nebraska. 3-1 decision back on January 21st. We saw Eric Schultz last night. He was victorious over Michigan's Pat Bruckey. 197 is another deep
Bottom
weight
man
class, and
set.
it's going to be interesting
Get
to
there a little
see
quicker, okay,
who's going to
Green?
rise to the top
Yep, get there
and be
quicker. Here
at
we
the
go.
podium with the Big Ten tournament in Lincoln and also at the NCAA championships.
Might be one of these young guys like Amos. He's obviously very gifted. He has to be as strong as
One
well,
leg
and I
neutral,
think that's why
neutral.
he's found so much success. He's figuring it out in folk style. He's the international style. He's focused on that, both freestyle and Greco, and so you've got to figure it out on how to be successful in folk style. And Amos, though, he's got to. One thing he's got to figure out is how to make more attempts, lower his level, penetrate, getting on the legs,
be a bit more aggressive. 1-0. Amos leads Jacob Warner. And talk about a win. If Braxton Amos is able to defeat Jacob Warner here at Culver Hawkeye Arena, that's one of those bulletin board moments that you can say, okay, this is a turning point in my season.
Yeah, that would be. This is a typical Warner match with control of positions here.
Got to say, as we get up in the weight classes, it becomes a bit more physical as there's a lot of horsepower that these gentlemen are able to generate.
What's the score?
Wrestle! Short time, B, wrestle hard here!
Jacob Warner looking to cut into this Braxton Amos lead. But be that as it may, Braxton Amos with a 1-0 lead as we head into the third period.
Wait for me. Get set.
This is such a good experience for the Badgers. Sold out, Carver Hawkeye, an emotional day. You see what you're made of. And like I said, what Chris Bono's looking for is effort, attitude. He says, if they give me that, they're not going to have any complaints from me. There's the escape from Warner. It's all tied up.
Well, Tim, you brought up attitude. Austin Gomez certainly had some attitude as he defeated Vince Turk. I know he's a member of the Badgers, but he's a former Iowa State, and he came out there and he got the win over Vince Turk, and he didn't apologize for it. He was saying, look, I know you're not happy with me. I don't care. That's the kind of attitude that Chris Bono is seeing being displayed by the Badgers here tonight.
Yeah, the attitude here in this match right here will be the guy that decides he's going to finish, wrestle through the whistle, and control the ties. Look for your shots and take them.
Yet even at 1 apiece, a close match here between Braxton Amos and Jacob Warner. Warner looking for the takedown here.
Yeah, he did a really nice job of getting in and then up to his feet. He's got to watch the roll through. He does a nice job, hands on, 2 points, takedown.
2 points for Jacob Warner, the senior. And this Hawkeye crowd rises to their feet. Michael Kemerer with the win solidified already, but he is supporting Jacob Warner, his fellow Hawkeye.
Well, this crowd has gotten used to Warner letting guys hang around matches too much and gives them a chance, but he usually comes through just like he did right there, and it makes it interesting for the crowd.
Well, this place has been electric. A lot of energy here on Senior Day 2022. For the likes of Alex Marinelli, Michael Kemerer, Austin Desanto. Big man return there by Jacob Warner.
Warner, I'll tell you what, he hates to lose, and what his strategy usually
A
is.
little bit of pushing. We talked about attitude, Tim. Here is some of the attitude being displayed by Braxton Amos as he pushes Jacob Warner off of him.
Get set, take it easy.
Warner usually keeps it to 1 or 2 exchanges per match, and he looks to win them, and that's what has happened in this match so far.
Let's just say there's no love lost between Braxton Amos and Jacob Warner. Warner likely going to grind out a decision win here over Braxton Amos. And this Hawkeye crowd letting Warner know how much they appreciate what they are seeing from the senior 197-pounder.
Go ahead, get there.
Riding time has been secured for Warner as well.
Improve.
Nice job of measuring that by Warner, allowing the little roll, getting some space and driving back through the hips for the win.
So 4-1, Jacob Warner with a decision win over Braxton Amos as he gets a win here on Senior